What's up YouTube, it's Nishi here, and today I'm going to show you my desktop. So this right here is my desktop. Sorry, I only have one monitor at the moment, but here we are. I'm currently running openSUSE. Why I ended up picking openSUSE was because the integration of Snapper just right off the bat in ButterFS, because anytime I would update or anything, my entire system would brick and I wouldn't want to just troubleshoot, spend my entire night coming home just troubleshooting, which why I picked openSUSE. I know other distributions just you can install it, and after install I didn't have a lot of problems with openSUSE, so that's why I ended up sticking with it. If you're not aware, it's similar to Fedora. I would say it's based off RPM packages. It is a rolling release. I wouldn't say it's bleeding edge, it's more cutting edge, I guess you can say, since they test their packages before they push them out. So that's one of the differences. They also have their own open build service with OPIs, and that is basically like the AUR or anything like that. People can host their own packages through that. But yeah, there's just a lot of different things on why I picked it. Well, that was the main thing, just stability, because I didn't want to have a second time job just troubleshooting my freaking laptop or my desktop. It's such a pain in the I just wanted to sit down and work. I'll troubleshoot occasionally here and there, fixing certain applications, which I actually created a GitHub repo with some of the issues that I ran across, like Unity 3D, which is super random use case. I do some game development. I just like to dabble in a lot of different things. So I fixed like Unity 3D. It had SSL issues and I couldn't open the asset store links in my browser. I used Brave. I was like, what the hell is this? I had to fix DaVinci Resolve, missing the libraries. I have an Intel GPU, so you might need to change it a little bit, but it should work for NVIDIA and others like that. I have an Epson printer, and I wanted to use their scan tool, so I had to create some scripts for that. I have a laptop I just installed openSUSE on. Before that, I was on Fedora, and then just bricked. So I was like, all right, I'll just install openSUSE. And then I had issues with encrypting your drive in Grub, so that was the missing measure PCR protection or prediction. So that was the fix for that. So if you have any issues, or if you guys want to contribute, go ahead, go in here. Also, if you see, I have Claude. I don't know if you could see, but I have Claude. So it does hallucinate. I have gone through and like fixed all the hallucinations. Like I said, is like, why are there random things? Like it was adding me into groups that aren't needed and stuff. So I try my best on it. Gecko glue. So yeah, this is my repo. I have it in the description if you do want to use openSUSE and have some of these issues or whatever like that. So for my Homelab, since I am vibe coding and doing a lot of other tooling and stuff like that, I have Git running. These are like my projects that I'm working on. And then I have Proxmox. Oh, this is the backup server. And I have Proxmox. I have my Git. I had a 3060 I was going to use for chat, like an AI bot. I haven't used that just yet. I'm working on training a model here soon with training data, and that's like another project I want to work on. And then I have like a security stack with Franklin. So this is like a workstation. Oh, that's a server, Windows workstation, Splunk, so I can like audit my attacks basically. You can use like Elastic or some other auditing system, and then was it Metasploitable 2, which is just a vulnerable Linux machine. So that's what I have in my Homelab right now. I do want to set up some more stuff, but that's just what I have. I don't have a lot of storage. I have, my redundancy is 3 terabytes in a mirror, so it's a little slow and janky. I did have GitLab before Git, but it was too complicated. I didn't want to deal with it. I just said Git will work. And all my Linux servers are all rel based, I think, or Rocky essentially, except GVM. I had issues and I was trying to use Ubuntu, but that's a whole different thing. And then I have my TrueNAS here. It only has, 68 gigs, so it's a little different. 68. I have 3 modules in there, so it's not the bestly managed. And then storage, I have 8 terabytes basically. I have an extra 4 in there because I keep having my used drives just keep dying, so I was like, I have that one, I'll throw it in there. And then I have a cache drive, help speed up times a little bit. But yeah, I have about 8 terabytes of usable storage, so there's that. On my workflow, I don't do a whole lot. Like I've been using Claude Code a lot as just an AI agent. I know ChatGPT has Codex and all their other stuff, but I switched off of ChatGPT, what was it, last summer I think, because I was seeing all the benchmarks. I posted another GitHub repo, just like AI agent security, because I was really intrigued with all of it. So this is just like a breakdown of just deep research on it. And I was also curious about the coding performance. I had to recently go in here because the data that was pulling, it wasn't correct, so I had to fix it. But it was very interesting, like what languages. So if you want to use it for programming, you should probably stick with these ones here for it to be the most correct. basically, like correct percentage. And then it tells you where's the token efficiency per language. So depending if you want be more sufficient on that, but there you can do that as well. But I've just been using C# for most of my programming languages, been dabbling a lot in that. And then I've been doing a lot of my offensive security stuff. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background. So that's currently where I'm at. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. I recommend openSUSE. It's really great. The installer is a little weird. So if you have funky network drivers, you may run into issues with that. That's also the main reason why I was like really pissed off with Linux, because I was trying to get off Windows because of microslop, you know. If you're not aware of it, there's a lot of security issues with that. I've been trying to find a good Linux distribution. Kind of settled with this one. We'll see if I keep distro hopping. But for now, I like openSUSE. I like the snapper feature. I can just roll back and I don't have to worry about trying to troubleshoot stuff. It's really great. But yeah, I had issues with my Realtek network driver, so I had to buy an Intel NIC. So I have an Intel NIC like on the bottom of my desktop for now. Edited Nishi here. I forgot to mention that the package manager is different as well. It uses Zapper, not DNF. So technically you can use DNF to update your system, but you can't do kernel updates, I believe. There's a whole like write-up about it as well if you're wanting to do that to be a little bit more towards RHEL, but that's just another thing you can be aware of. But yeah, anyways, cutting back. But yeah, that's currently what I have. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.